Taurus, this is your reading for the rest of 2025. First, we're going to draw some oracle cards, and boy, I tell you, the water readings, one of them really got to me. I'm not going to lie. Let's see, we have, oh, okay, yes, Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. Yes, we'll take it. I like that. That has a fool energy to me. Maybe a sun energy. Six of Cups kind of feel. We have Elixir, she who forgives. Remorse, guilt, and forgiveness. We'll see how that plays out. And your last oracle. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to spend too much time shuffling because I already did that earlier. We have Time to Go, 45. Ooh, okay. I'm not sure what context that is going to be in, but we will sure find out. So this first row, and this is for the rest of 2025, just some general energies here. This first row, we're going to go ahead and take care of the career in finance because people don't really care about that. That's like all I really want to see in a read, but apparently I'm weird. Everybody else wants to know about love. Ten of Cups. All right. We have Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Let's get our crossing energy. It definitely helps understand what's going on here. All right, we have Seven of Pentacles. We have Ace of Pentacles. All right, that's more like it, like that. And then Seven of Pentacles, that's you, Taurus, and the Knight of Cups. All right. So for me, since this is about your career and money, I think you're doing well. You have the Ten of Cups, which is just happiness, and the main thing with the Ten of Cups is it's fortune after difficulty. Yes, and trying finding that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, so to speak. But I think the reason why you're happy, I think you're happy with the results. It would appear that you have been working on something. This lovely farmer here is just kind of waiting now to harvest and to reap the rewards of all the things he has sown earlier. And to me, and this is a card of analysis as well. So I get this feeling that you've been working hard on something, it's about to pay off, but you're already happy with the results that you are seeing so far. So this is telling me results are coming. If they haven't, if you don't see it yet, just kind of hang in there. This is almost a finish line kind of energy. This is, that happiness that I think you're already happy with what's going on. You can see how much happier you're going to be when you have this harvest, when things finally start to come together. So, yeah, I mean, this looks really good and abundant for the rest of 2025. And we get that message again here with these two. I mean, look at this. This is great for a career in finance. The Queen of Pentacles, this is Capricorn energy, but it's very disciplined, hardworking, practical. This is knowing how to really utilize your resources to the most effect. And there could be something, a new opportunity coming in for you within your resources and money and pentacles. It could be for some of you, it might be a new job, it might be a raise. It's something like that. You might be having new ideas regarding, investments, things like that. But I feel like if you weren't, it might take a while to see these results because sometimes that's just kind of how it is in the real world. But you're definitely embodying this abundant, very abundant Queen of Pentacles energy. This is, great for your career in finance. This is wonderful energy. You know how to leverage your resources and to make the best of a situation. And if times were lean, you would know how to stretch your resources and to get by. But I'm not seeing lean times here. I'm seeing prosperity and maybe even some new beginnings, more opportunities coming your way within your resources. So I think that is fantastic. And there is a little bit of indecision at some point in here because this is a new opportunity. It's potential. You're you're a little indecisive about this. This is also an offer right here, this cup. It's something that you very well could be emotionally excited about, tied to. It could be, something that is almost dreamlike because this is the Knight of Cups, right? This is kind of a knight in shining armor type of energy, but in in regards to work, it's like, there's a potential here for some kind of dream come true happening, but maybe you're thinking, oh wait, there's no way. There's a bit of disbelief here over this offer, but follow your intuition and take opportunities that come your way. It might be that something is coming in and you might have to move for it. We do have a knight here. Knights are forward thinking and there's a lot of movement with this horse. So for some of you, you might be in this indecision. Well, do I pack up and move? Am I going to leave where I am? And you just might. It's up to you to follow this dream. Is this what you want? This new beginning here? It could be your dream come true, right? So for some of you, you might be leaving for work or to expand your horizons within your work. There you go. That looks good to me. Taurus, let's move right along to the love and romance. Oh, look at that. Four of Wands just jumped out for you. That is a card of commitment, of marriage, of partnerships, of home and hearth. So let's see what else is going on with you there. And that is a card of Aries, Seven of Cups, and the Devil, more Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be bad. Let's just see what's going on here. Could just be a Capricorn coming in for you. No biggie. Really depends on what other cards come up. Let's take a looky-loo and see what we have. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So that success that you're going to have in work is going to spill over into Three of Pentacles into your love and romance. Ooh, Judgment. Okay. I hate to make that sound, but look at this. Look at this. So we do have this family here, right? This is a Ten of Pentacles, and we're talking about your resources in this card, but your resources, your time, effort, energy, love, family, everybody, everything tangible on this planet really is a resource. And this is about like leaving a legacy. This is thinking about your family. This also is a card of commitment and family. I think you're committed to your family, committed to your relationships, committed to successful long-term outcomes. This is, planning ahead for retirement within your family. I said love and romance here, but this is very family oriented right here. Very much so. And wanting to be able to leave behind something substantial for your future generations. That's what I'm seeing here. There is an element here of, I don't know why I kept hearing crossing the finish line. I'm not sure why I keep hearing that. That might be important to you for some reason. But this looks like a happy home and a happy home life and stability. Lots of stability in your resources, in your money, but also in your relationships. Because the Ten of Pentacles talks about putting a lot of work in, and we put work into our relationships. So this looks like a very healthy, substantial family. And this looks good to me, Um, there could be a wedding here, possibly for some of you, because we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Now, here we have something. We have the Seven of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So the Seven of Cups is opportunities, it's choices. There's a bit of an illusion here. There's something you're dreaming about, something for your family. You're dreaming about something. there's some kind of fantasy going on here um, within your family dynamic. And it's, I think, in order to figure out what is going to be best for your family, teamwork. You're really going to have to let everyone's voice be heard in this family dynamic because people have differing opinions. You know, I just heard that people want to invest money in different things. I don't know why. For you, I tend to pick up on investments, Taurus. I'm not sure why that is, like real estate and things like that. So I don't know who this reading is for, but I get that feeling here. But there is something coming up, more opportunities here. It's coming. But this fog here is clouding your vision. There's something clouding this vision with regards to this this I'm not that I hope someone's not trying to lead you astray here, or someone's not trying to um, talk you into a bad investment. You know, because I'm starting to get a wonky feel here, like people standing over your back, wanting you to do something that you're not certain about. So don't let anybody, especially, you know, even if they're family, um, if it's not their money, then of course they want you to risk it, right? Because it's not something they worked hard for. So do be careful where you're putting your investments, especially if it's something family centered. I'm getting a family energy here. So be careful. You're not a bank. I mean, unless you are. I wouldn't be funding anyone else's um, adventures or businesses at this time. For I don't know why I'm getting that message for some of you, but this feels family related. Um, I'll be honest, I'm not happy about these two cards right here, but let's see if we can sort this out. So we have the devil here, and this is Capricorn, could simply mean that, you know, we have Capricorn and Scorpio here, two people. It could be that, as simple as that, but I don't think that's what this is. Someone is kind of a tyrant here. I definitely don't think it's you, but it's like they want what you have, but they don't want to put the work in themselves. This feels like a family member, like possibly a toxic family member. I hate to say that because I like readings to be good, but this is kind of a warning that this person, if you haven't talked to them a while, they're coming back because we have this judgment card rising from the dead, the grave, you know, demanding things is what I'm getting with this card. Um, and and I feel like you're probably going to have to fight them off. And I don't mean like literally fight them off, but their energy. You know what I'm saying? This person, um, I get bad vibes from this. This person probably hasn't really been very successful in their life, and they just kind of have this entitlement. And especially if your immediate family is in well off or in a better position, they're probably there's jealousy here, envy, anger, all kinds of things, and they're probably going to try to make you feel guilty. There it is. They're going to try to make you feel bad about this, like it's somehow your fault that they're not succeeding, but it's not your fault at all. It's their poor choices, it's their addictions or whatever. You know, this is like that, you know, that black sheep of the family kind of thing, for real, you know, not good. They might even throw some religion at you to try to guilt you into doing something, you know. But I think it's time to leave that energy behind. You know, this person, you know, when you tell them no, absolutely no, whatever it is they want, they will eventually give up, hopefully, and move on to someone else, the next target. Because you're probably not the only one in the family that they have, you know, their hand open for. You know what I'm saying? So just this is just kind of a beware of that. You know, they might be trying to get you to invest in something that's not good. And that's, you know, that's the love and romance, but this is, it feels like a love, like a family issue here that's coming out for you, and it's important. So that's why it's in the reading, you guys. So this last message is just going to be whatever message Spirit wants you to hear. So this could be um, more love and romance. It could, there's too many, it's fat stack. So let's just see what additional message you have. And do be careful with this kind of energy because you never know exactly how they're going to respond when you tell them no, or if you just don't answer them. You have to be very careful with people that are toxic because they do bad things, like really bad things. So just keep your distance and be safe, right? All right, let's see what else we have. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. That is you, Taurus. That's good. And, ooh, the Empress. Nice. So that's you. You are like in your power here. Yeah. Let's hope the rest of these are good too. I think you're going to know what this person is up to and about. I think you're going to see through this illusion that they're trying to, masquerade. I don't think you're going to fall for it, honestly. Wow. Look at this. Woo. Yeah, because we have the Knight of Swords here. Wow, you guys, this is something. Oh, Knight of Swords again. Yeah, you're not gonna. Ah, the Tower. Look at that. Yeah, you're not gonna. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm so happy, Taurus. Look at this. You have the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Cups here. You're not gonna let anybody try to steal your happiness or try to take anything from you. This Knight of Swords is very well, it can be a reckless energy, but I think that for you, this is you standing up for your family, and this is I'm getting a defensive quality here with this. You're not going to tolerate any BS. Your family here is the thing that is the most important thing to you in the world, and by goodness, you're not going to let anything, you know, um, cut into this or mess this up. You're in like a very big mama bear or papa bear mode right now with your family and your happiness. Woo, I no one can get through there. You're just not having it. We have the King of Pentacles, which is you, crossed by the Knight of Swords yet again. This Knight of Swords energy, it's you're very stable. You're in a good place. You've worked hard, you know, you're patient, you're reliable. But I tell you what, this energy coming in, it's got you going. You could flip from this King of Pentacles into this Knight of Swords, ready to just, like, no, you're not. It's not happening. So you have this calm demeanor about you, Taurus. But if someone comes in and even tries to wreck with anything, it's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. Now, for some of you, you are, this is you here, this Knight of Swords. This could be this other person trying to come in, and you're just not going to have it. You're going to match that energy of just, gimme, gimme, gimme. Absolutely not. There's no way they're going to get past you with this gimme energy over here. I want what you have. You're on full on protection mode. It's just not happening. Just not happening, Captain. Woo! And look at this. You have the Empress and the Tower. Something. So you are, like I said, for this whole reading, you're doing really well for yourself. You're in your abundance. You're very creative. But look at this flame she's got in her hand. This tower it's kind of like the moment where you really put your foot down and you squash this energy of people trying to force your hand, so to speak, people trying to come in and take what you have because they just don't deserve it. They didn't do the work for it. You have the ability to create, but also to destroy right now, you know. And if something is trying to interrupt your energy, I fully see you, coming down with this like Thor, like, no, no, it's not going to happen. So I think this energy here is going to happen rather quickly. They're going to be surprised. They don't think that you are going to shut them down. It's going to be very surprising and shocking for them that you're just not going to do it. You know, their whole thing here, their whole masquerade, it's going to crumble, and they're not ready for it. They are not ready for what you are, because see the lightning there and that stuff in her hands? Yeah. I'm not sure how this is resonating with you, Taurus. It might be playing out a little bit differently, but I feel like you're the one that is, bringing this person back to reality, that this is just not how this is going to happen. This is like a swindle, someone trying to swindle you, and you're going to see right through it. You have clarity here, and you're not going to take it. Ooh, so interesting. Time to go. Yeah, you're telling this person to hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. That's good. All right, let's get your. Ooh, we have perseverance. We have 77, 77. Change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, and enlightenment. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on, reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the right next step is. And perseverance and persistence, that's one of your qualities, Taurus. So even if this isn't like a family member, I feel like this is a potential business relationship that is not on the up and up for some of you. So this is just kind of a warning. May not is probably not going to resonate with too many people. Seems very specific. Tolerance, lion skin. Totem animal for this stone is the lion. Unlike other members of the cat family, which tend to be independent, lions live within a communal group, and I get a definite family feeling here. Lion skin reminds us that cooperation and tolerance is key to any group's success and sustainability, but not if there's an interloper, right? When you're in charge of a situation or group, lion skin can strengthen your leadership skills, including the ability to delegate, inspire, and communicate effectively. Affirmation: I am tolerant, I cooperate with others, and willingly compromise when it's for the greater good. But I think in this situation, this person trying to twist your arm and have you do something that you don't feel is right, you're just not going to do that. You're just not going to do that. And probably that's why there's this indecision here with the money read, because there's something going on. Somebody's trying to hoodwink you, something like that. I don't think they have your best interests at heart. So let's see. All right. So this keeps coming out for a lot of people. We have Seneca. Every evening, review your day. This is Stoic wisdom. What defect have you cured? What vice have you resisted? In what way are you better? And see, toxic people and stuff like that, they never consider stuff like this at all. You have disciplined mind. At 12 p.m. today, observe your thoughts for 2 minutes without judgment. A disciplined mind is like a well-trained garden. We must regularly tend to our thoughts to maintain clarity and purpose. I really like that, Taurus. Interesting read. Might have to deal with some issues with people later on down the road, but I do feel like you're going to be within your power. You're going to stand tall, and you're not going to tolerate anybody who is trying to trick you here, especially with your money. All right, Taurus, that is the rest of your 2025. Let me know what you think of the reading in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.